Hi everyone, this is your Sky Goddess New, and I'm back here with another video straight from the gods, baby. Archangel Yaziel's in the building. Okay, so right now the energies is going on is some fucked up ass shit. People are getting fucked up left and right. Right now, what's happening is the divine masculine has had a fall from grace. Yeah, he has. For fucking with the divine feminine. This person has been being very sneaky behind the backs of the feminine, and it's like they're trying to have some type of control over the feminine energy. So I really want to find out what's going on with that and how the energies are shifting in for the collective, because this is a big deal. One shift has these masculine who have been given birthrights uphold pretty much a lineage is now being stripped from them. And a lot of these masculines know that they've been stripped, and they've been cloaking themselves in energies so that they can trick the divine feminine into believing that they are a divine masculine when really they're a karmic masculine. So we're gonna see what's going on with this today, okay? So thank you, Father God. Thank you, Most High, for giving us these messages. I call upon all the angels around me, surrounding me, the Goddess Council, protecting this conversation from any low negative demonic entities. First dimension, second dimension, third dimension, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and ninth. Even though they can't get to the ninth dimension, but we're just gonna mention that anyway. So yeah. Okay, so let's see what's cracking for the divine masculine. I'm just going to part my deck right here, and then we're gonna get it cracking. Yeah, these masculines are out here, left and right, checking in on the divine feminine, plotting and pushing, and we're gonna see what's going on. Eight of Swords. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Eight of Swords. They're in the Eight of Swords energy. They've been restricted from getting any type of spiritual help to aid them in any type of success when it comes to finances, and they're being restricted from the divine feminine. They are. They're being restricted from her. We have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So when it comes to the Eight of Swords and Knight of Cups in reverse, it's telling me that yeah, any type of lies or any type of lies or any type of mental manipulation of the divine masculine, who is now a karmic masculine, is trying to approach the divine feminine with, is now being restricted. They cannot come towards the dime piece like this. No, 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 no. This is a high priestess of the caliber. She already smells what's going on from like a mile away. So they're being restricted right now from their divine feminine, and what I'm hearing is it's gonna be a switcheroo that's going on. All the masculines who were put in this caliber of being divine, who did not carry out the oaths of what they're supposed to do when it came to the Rose Magdalene with the divine feminine, they've been stripped, and now they are masculines who are not the divine masculine for the divine feminine, but they're being replaced. They're going to replace these karmic masculines. I'm feeling like this is a plan from the beginning, that they had to weed out certain things that were going on and certain individuals that were still cloaking themselves in the divine energy of the twin flame union that we talked about earlier. So these are being now removed. So let's see what else is here. Give us a message. Why did the divine masculine fall from grace? Why did they fall from grace? Why did they fall from grace? Why did they have their title removed? Why did they fall from grace? Let's go. Why did they fall from grace? Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, they fell from grace because they made everything too much of a challenge. They did not want to put down toxic devil energies that were going to prevent them from moving on to the next phase of their life. Knight of Wands talks about also being a wounded warrior. A lot of the times these masculines have been through the ringer when it came to love. Like the karmics that they probably had in their life took them through pretty much a whirlwind of emotions and a whirlwind of finances, loss of finances, and everything. So they've been beat down to the core. And a lot of them, I'm hearing a lot of them, there is no return. A lot of them being compromised. You know, this sacred union of the divine masculine and divine feminine is solely to keep that hieros gemos of what is supposed to be coming out of the union sacred, because these two bloodlines are supposed to come together to create a whole new. Now, if one person in that union still has healing to do and is not evolved, it's not going to happen. Union will not happen. It will not happen. It has to be both people involved who is awakened to the journey and who really understands everything that's happening. Because we're talking about lineages and lineages of wealth of knowledge and cheat codes and morphing into reality that's coming into this manifestation right now. We're talking about responsibilities, creating businesses that's going to generate generational wealth for what you're creating now with that partner that you have in union, not for it to be split and shared amongst. That's what the problem happened. There were other people coming in to these unions of these divine beings, tempting them with other offers, removing them from their divine blueprint, and then being hit with corruption and ultimately losing their birthright. A lot of these beings, a lot of the time, the divine feminine has been kept away from all of this. And it's the masculine who has had a chance to be put into the world of all this, because as we remember, the masculine energy is more of the physical energy. So the masculine is the one that's gonna be able to see like rituals and how it's done, and getting different types of spells and knowing how to work with the universal laws of the energy, where the feminine is the one that comes in to actually do it, because she's connected straight to the divine. Okay, the feminine is the one who actually comes in and do it. You could pretty much say this is a battle of the witches. It's like a battle of the witches, may the best witch win. I don't know, but this is a gravy train that's going on right now. These masculines have fell from grace, and their birthrights have been taken from them, and they've also been transferred. They've been transferred over to the divine feminine, because what a lot of people don't know in this journey, why it's so important, is that these, you can call it twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine, why they're so set aside is because really and truly somewhere trickle down in their bloodline that they research, somewhere they are related. Yes, they are related. Literal twin of the DNA, just in two different bodies, experiencing realms in two different viewpoints, but they're connected in the spirit realm, 5D, everything. So that is why this is so important. These masculines have to understand that if they attack the feminine, they're only hurting themselves. The feminine is a mirror of the masculine. You're basically looking exactly at yourself, but in another form. The masculine would be the female in the guy's body, and the guy would basically, the female would basically just be the version of the guy in the woman's body. It happens that way. You're basically looking at yourself through someone's eyes at yourself. This gets deep, and it gets even more beautiful than you think for the outcome. When these two people get in union, they are powerful together, and the universe is not going to deem this as so and be gifting both as so if one party is not doing what it's supposed to do, and that's just it. So right now, the divine masculines are being hit, and they're put into restriction. They're put into restriction from even trying to find love as well, because they don't know what love is themselves. These masculines are put into a position where they're having to make a choice in what they want in their life. That's logical. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. Um, so what else do we have here? And Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So the masculines are not wanting to let go. The masculines do not want to let go. For the masculines who found their counterpart and who realize that this is their counterpart, they're trying to be sneaky by holding on to this counterpart while still trying to look back towards something in their past. But the universe has already said it's a restriction from it. It's a restriction because, like we said earlier, the word casualties happen. Uh, it can't be any more mistakes, is what I'm being told. There can't be any more mistakes. One person might be knowledgeable on one thing, and that other person might not. It's there for them both to exchange information and see what is it that they can do together. So that's what we have right here so far. So right now the masculines are being restricted in love. They're not having a good time. They're trying to hide their feelings from the divine feminine, and also they're hit with a challenge of letting go of things. They're being hoarders, basically. They're feeling like if they let go of one thing, is this new thing that's coming and going to stay. But the universe is saying, you're never going to know unless you take a risk. Yeah. We have the Ace of Cups here. All right, so let's lay it on down. We have the Ace of Cups. Devil in reverse. That's good. They keep flipping. We're not going to take those. Two more cards, Spirit. Two more cards. Two more cards, Spirit. Two more cards. And they gave us three. Okay, so the cards we have are the Ace of Cups, the Devil in reverse, Chariot in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is a lot of reversals. A lot of reversals. So what's happening right now is, okay, so this deep love that is true, it looks like it's coming. What happened is these masculines have been tested. And it looks like a true love came through, and the Devil, the Chariot, the Ace of Swords. So, okay, we're gonna read it like this. So this true love offer that came through, right? It was made to look like an offer, but really it was something that was toxic, that was being disguised. And the universe actually came in for the divine feminine and put a halt to it, because they saw that there wasn't any truths and clarity that was going on in the relationship. And the Five of Pentacles in the reverse is saying that there's going to be coming out of lack for the other party, meaning the divine feminine. So these toxic masculines decided to cloak themselves and partake in magic, I guess you can say, friggin' cereal box Lucky Charms magic. Cereal box Lucky Charms magic to prevent the divine feminine from trying to move on, right? And seeing what was really happening in true light. But the Five of Pentacles in reverse is showing me that the efforts that was made for the divine feminine to not be in her purpose and not be in her right and not seeing clear has, I mean, the efforts has been without reward, because since the universe saw and stepped in, it's put a restriction on this masculine, this karmic masculine, right? From coming towards the divine feminine with a negative energy that is basically trying to put sex, magic, love spell, whatever over her, right? For her to not see what's going on, because this person knows. This person knows that they're in love with the divine feminine. They know that they're in love with the divine feminine, but they're being restricted right now because they did something. They did something to betray her. They did something to betray her. And we're gonna take a look right now. What exactly? We're gonna get nosy. What exactly are these karmic masculines doing to piss off the divine feminine? And we're gonna start calling them the high priestesses. These karmic masculines like to attach themselves to high priestesses that are really high priestesses, and it's now become a trend that the little cereal box, whatever, that's been going on is oh my god,